Hey brothers and sisters, I wanted to talk to you today about heaven and pretty much tell you that heaven and hell is not real, at least not in the sense that the world thinks of it and how you're taught to think of it if you're raised in religion or anything like that. Hell doesn't exist at all, not a thing, right? Heaven, it is a thing, right? But it's not you die and you go up into heaven, it's in the sky type of thing. It's the dimension that all the angels and spirits, like the angels and Yahusha, is pretty much their home, right? And it's here on Earth, like it's in a different dimension. It's like all the shows and stuff that you see where they open a portal, like Stranger Things. It's happening here, but it's not here. You can't see it because humans don't have the spiritual access. The only way to get that access is through accepting Yahusha, and then when he plants the seed in us, the seed of life, right? When he plants that in us, we have a connection to him, and he is in heaven. So we have a connection to that. Like how Adam and Eve had an open portal doorway in the garden. They had a constant access to it, and that's what you can have if you accept Yahusha and let him in and take the seed, the incorruptible seed. You can have access to that heaven. So hell isn't a thing. Heaven is. I don't think anyone in the world really understands that. And I don't think, especially in my generation, you're either taught to be you're raised in religion, and so you believe you die and you go up. Do you know what actually happens when you die? Because you don't go up or down and spend eternity, depending on whether you've been good or bad. What happens when you die, it's like sleeping. That's all it is. So when you die, your body is dead, but your spirit isn't. And when Yahusha comes back, he will raise everyone, all of his chosen people, his bride, anyone who's dead and part of his bride, because you're not immortal in Yahusha. If you jump out of a plane, you're going to die, right? Because that's testing Yahusha, and he says not to test him. So if you jump out of a plane thinking, if you're real and you truly do love me, you'll save me, that's not how it works. And the same with old age. You're not immortal, right? So if someone is dead and they're in the bride, when Yahusha comes back, he'll raise them up. And then we'll spend 1,000 years, and everyone else in the world, when he wipes out the world, he kills everyone else. Then 1,000 years later, he raises everyone for the Great White Throne Judgment, where he goes through an account of everything you've said, ever, right? And you have to give an account of it. You have to, he says, you said this, and that. Why'd you say that? And you have to explain it. You have to give account on every single word you said. And then when that happens, if you're not part of his bride and you haven't made it, he destroys you. That's it. You don't go to hell. He just destroys you. You cease to exist. It's not like sleeping. It's not. You have no consciousness. Your spirit is dead. The world cannot kill your spirit. Only Yahusha can. That's why none of the apostles were ever afraid because they knew that. So did Yahusha. The world can't kill his spirit, only he can. But if you let him in, you get the incorruptible seed, you keep working through the vein, and you get there. When he comes back, he will raise you up. I mean, if you're watching this, hopefully you're not going to be dead when he comes back. But he'll bring everyone up, and we will watch him create a new world, pretty much. We'll be there watching him do that. And then you get eternal life. So it's not when you die, it's when he comes back, if you're in a ground. See how the world's kind of twisted it? That's what demons do. They twist everything. Yahusha has a plan. When he comes back, everyone goes up, and if you're his bride, you live eternal life. So the demons have done the opposite of that and said, when you die, you go to hell if you're bad, and you live eternal in hell, in agony, and being tortured. How stupid is that? Yahusha created humans in his image. He loves humans. He loves everyone. Why would he send them down to be killed and to be tortured for eternity? He was tortured. The greatest torture is going through. Because when you go through the vein and you accept Yahusha, not only do you have demons attack you more and more, the further you get, the more you progress, the stronger you get in him. But then, if you mess up and you do something wrong, you get punished from Yahusha, because people in the world who aren't in Yahusha, they don't get punished from Yahusha. It's not the same as being in his bride. So when you're in his bride, not only do you have demons coming at you all the time, but you also have Yahusha keeping you in line. If you do the wrong thing, he goads you, Hebrews 12. The point is, the world doesn't want you to know this. I wonder why. Why doesn't the world, why doesn't any of the older generations or anyone, the government or anything, why don't any of them want Gen Z to know that heaven and hell aren't real? What's really going on? I'm going to be making a longer video about this, and I'm going to present some more research, and it'll be a longer video, and we'll get in there and we'll find out why everyone doesn't want our generation to know how this really works. So I'll see you in that, and yeah, see you then.